Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel at #Trotsky. I haven't done any posting for a while. I've been away from the model railways just for a little bit, but now I seem to be back with a vengeance. Just bought myself a couple of little N-gauge layouts. I started off with a small one, which has only cost me £5, and now I've gone to a little bit bigger one, but I bought it as a doer-upper, just as something to keep me occupied, and just a bit away from the double O layouts that I should normally make. So what I bought is, it's a vintage N-gauge layout. I'll show you in a second, and somebody's made a really good job of it. It must have been a really nice layout at some stage. So I bought this for £50 off a selling site, which you'll all be aware of, and it came with a few trains as well. Thought I'll snap that up and see what I can do, try and make it look really good again. So this is what I've got. My first off was somebody was making a Christmas layout. This cost me £5 off a selling site. No trains, it had a couple of buildings on it, and it was a snow effect, but it was £5, so I thought I might be able to make it into something nice, green, and I'll have a go at making it something really pretty. But it all works, all the track works, everything like that, after a couple of little connection clips I did, and it's all lights up, but to say that's now on the back burner. I've just literally purchased this today. This is 4 foot by 2.5 foot N-gauge layout. It's a continuous loop, but I guess I would have said this layout was pretty nice when it was first made. It's got a good loop and it's got some good inclines on it. So what I'm planning to do with this is I'm going to have to relay the track, because I'll show you underneath in a second. Somebody's got so many, it's got so many isolation sections. All the points are electric. The wiring just baffles me, so I'm just going to redo it in my own way. It's got a passing loop at the back of the the layer under here, so you can obviously have a couple of trains on there. So that's pretty good. So let's not do that. Right, so underneath, I mean, somebody's made it, it's definitely a vintage, but somebody's got all the points wired up. It's got isolation sections. I have absolutely no idea what any of that does, so I'm going to have to dismantle all that, because the connections on here were the old style connections. So all the wires, excuse me, go into these connections, which must have been hooked up to, I don't know, it must be some sort of computer, an old BBC computer or something like that. Maybe I'm not particularly sure. But it's so vintage. It's pretty crispy, but all the underlay needs doing. But it seems to have a pretty, it's got a continuous loop. So there's some sort of a depot in there. It's got a road system in there. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to have to relay the track, take all the connectors off, the isolation connectors, because you've got all, some of these are isolation connections, all just willy-nilly as far as I'm concerned. But it's going to have to, I'm going to have to make it into like a digital layout. But yeah, I'll just show you the trains it came with. So I've got 5 trains it came with this, and I didn't realise. So I've got some bits, got a mallard, came with a mallard. You see that? That's a Minitrix one. You can see that. Really just works perfectly. I mean, the guy who's selling it, he's never touched it. He's got it from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, so that'll do me. And it comes with this little loco here. Everything works straight away. Obviously the wheels need a bit of a clean on some of them, but the locos, 6 locos, absolutely fab. And a few bits and bobs. I got some old signals. I mean, these are from, I mean, you can tell, look, it's Toymaster. £2.49, absolute steal. So yeah, so I've got some few bits and bobs. I mean, somebody at some stage must have, they've taken the time with this, because they've taken all the original, like the, you see the clips on the front, on the connectors on the front of this loco, all the N-gauge ones had that type on at one stage, and they've taken it off and then put these hooks on. So fingers, got little hooks on one end and hoops on the other, so for obviously for easy easy connecting and unconnecting. So yeah, back to this layout. So what am I planning on doing? Again, just making it look really, really pleasing to the eye. I mean, the colours obviously brown, but there's been a bit of detail on this at some stage, and it must look really good. But I'm probably going to use my usual Metcalfe kits. I'll get a couple of Engage ones there. I'm not going to overdo it. Probably put not far off what dissimilar what it probably would have had. There's some sort of a depot there. It wouldn't have had a shed on it, so like the brewery one or something like that maybe, or some kind of industrial setting. But the rest of it I'm going to make green. Plenty of trees like my usual layouts, and hopefully it will come out fab. Well, this is going to be my project now for a good, when I can. I'm busy at work, but over the next kind of month, 2 months, I should, fingers crossed, I'll have this looking really, really nice. And I'll keep you posted on the on how it looks and how it goes. But yeah, hope you like my new purchase, and I'll keep you all in posted soon. Cheers guys, bye 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 bye.